Good afternoon, this is Dr. Robert Cohen with today's Beauty Bites. Short answers for your popular beauty questions. Today we're going to be talking about the brow lift, also known as the brow bump, the brow boost, and the eyebrow elevator. This is the effect where we're using a neurotoxin, Botox, Jeuveau, Dysport, or Xeomin to cause an elevation of the eyebrow. You can either elevate it the lateral part, you can elevate the medial part. What we do is we take into account the primary depressors and the primary elevators of the eyebrow. The depressors are the orbicularis oris, which primarily depresses the lateral aspect, and also some of the medial, and then the corrugator muscles, which are those frown muscles that cause it to go down. Those are the depressors. The elevator muscles are just the primary muscle is the frontalis muscle. It's a large muscle, the full forehead muscle, and it causes the elevation of the forehead. So if my patient wants a lateral eyebrow raise, more like a Bella Hadid, I would inject the lateral orbicularis oris muscle right here. And I would also, to get a higher brow lift, more effective brow lift, inject part of the upper frontalis muscle. Now this is counterintuitive. And what we're actually doing is by injecting the lateral part of the upper forehead, you're causing the medial part of the forehead muscle, the frontalis, to work harder to elevate it. So a combination of knocking out the depressor and knocking out the superior frontalis muscle, you cause the middle part of the frontalis muscle to elevate. Additionally, sometimes if I knock out the middle part of the forehead muscle, it causes this part to go higher. It's all about where your placement. So your injector should take a look at your eyebrows and make sure that you don't have very low-lying eyebrows, hooding of the eyebrow skin here, hooding of the eyelid skin. Those things can cause a heaviness in the brow. Alternatively, if you want to affect a medial lift, you'll have your doctor inject the corrugator muscles. These are the muscles that create the 11s and they depress the medial aspect of the brow. A couple of units below the brow head, a couple of units above into the corrugators, and that'll allow the frontalis muscle to do its magic and lift higher. It's all in placement. For men, I recommend it's more aesthetically pleasing to get more of a general lift of the brow, not more medial, not more lateral. For women, it's whatever the woman's taste is. I recommend you go to your doctor, you're very specific in what you want, and you start small units, come back in 5 to 7 days, and you can touch up at that point. Side effects: pain, bruising, numbness, bleeding, infection. The most worrisome side effect that we're all concerned about is heaviness. Too much Botox too soon can cause heaviness of the brow and defeat the whole purpose. It's a wonderful procedure, takes about a couple of minutes, and it lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 months. Here we are for the brow lift, also known as the Botox bump or the neurotoxin brow lift. Squeeze your eyes tight, please. Relax. You've got the depressor muscles that pull down the brow, lift your eyebrows up. You've got the levator muscles that lift up the brow. So these muscles are in sort of a tug of war, pulling the brow up and down. What you want to do when you do a neurotoxin is you want to knock out the depressor muscles so it allows free access and unfettered access of the levator muscles to lift up the brow. A lot of times also, what I want you to do is raise your eyebrows as high as you can. Relax. Some people want just the lateral part of their eyebrow raised. Raise your eyebrows. And so we can affect it something like that by knocking out the medial part of the frontalis muscle, which is the main levator, main lifting muscle of the forehead. So this patient just wants a regular brow lift for the fullness. Squeeze tight. Relax. Squeeze tight. Relax. You check where the muscle is and you inject a couple of units into that muscle. All it takes is 1 to 2 units. Raise your eyebrows, relax. And the other thing is, raise your eyebrows, relax. I do the superior part of the frontalis muscle because by doing that, it makes the lower part of the frontalis muscle work harder. So we're going to get a lift, a nice lift. And it's going to be a lift, a direct medial lift. Squeeze your eyes tight, relax, please. If you turn your head to your right, please. Squeeze real tight. You can see the muscles, the wrinkles right there. That shows how it's pulling down the depressor muscle. Okay, straight. Squeeze tight. Relax, please. Raise your eyebrows. Relax, please. A little bit, 2 units in the front part here. The top part of the forehead gets rid of that. Relax. And like I said before, if this patient wanted to have more of a cat eye look, what we would do is we would knock out some part of the medial part of the frontalis. but she wants more of just a full lift like that. And also be careful, if you're doing a brow lift on men, which is very popular nowadays, make sure you do not lift them too much. It should be an even lift. Great. So this patient should see the results within 5 to 7 days. The brow lift results should last anywhere from 2 to 3 months. This is Dr. Robert Cohen with a brow lift. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.